Control Show. Cruise Control Show. Cruise Control Show. Here comes the man in the suit. It's a legend. It's Brian Cruz. Cruise Control Show. 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 Cruise Control Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Friday, June 21st, 2024. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back. Happy Friday, y'all. Hope you had a great week, had a good day today, kicked some ass, took some names, accomplished all your goals, came back here, have a great night, have a drink with us here on Kruse Control because it is Friday. We'll be drinking it up, having a good time, talking about entertainment news with you, the friends and family of Kruse Control. Thank you for being here on Friday. Appreciate you so much. And joining me back on Friday, everybody. I love this man so much. We've been friends for, I can't even tell you how many years, like 13 years? It's been a long time. But we're in business for over 30 years. Now he's just kicking ass with that 3Gs, everybody. Welcome back to Kruse Control, Mr. Ronald Todd Woodward. How you doing, Ron?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. How's life, Ron? How you been? How's your week?
You know what? I kicked some ass, but I forgot to take names.
Oh, well, you got to start that journal, The journal is very important.
I might have to go back and kick some more ass.
Kick that ass.
Much, Ron. Please.
Again.
I won't. Maybe I won't.
Peppy, if you want to talk, Peppy's drinking all the time. He's got it on his water
right?
bowl.
Exactly.
He's like, put vodka in my water bowl. Like, this freaking fool. He's crazy. He's crazy. What do you do with them? What's up, Queen?
Hi, Queen.
Good to see you. Well, good to see you, Ron.
Good to see you both.
Looking good, Ron. It's been too long. Japanese Spider-Man's here too. Konnichiwa. Good to see you. Yeah, welcome back, Japanese Spider-Man. And hey, Queen, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Popeye is here.
And of course, also joining us is the Pep Star himself. Peppy, how's it going, man?
You want now?
I want to see how you're doing, Pep Star. It's Friday. It's your favorite day of the week, I think, besides Hump Day. You doing good? Good to see you.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings and salutations. You're so formal, aren't you? But you're doing well. You're doing well.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm freaking fly, man, just like you are. I'm happy. It's time for a drink. It's Friday, man.
Finally, it's Friday.
Yeah, finally it's Friday, man, and I can't wait to just get into it. I know you are. You're excited. You were telling me all day. You're spinning around in circles like, let's do something. Let's have some fun. What do you want to see tonight?
Hit me with the breaking news.
All right, man. What's that breaking news? But first, I go to the thirsty daddy himself, GR Waters. How you doing, GR? Welcome back to Kruse Control.
Good to be here, bud. No place better to be on a Friday night than drink on Kruse Control.
With the boys.
With the boys, here we are. We're hanging out. Goodness.
Hey, thirsty daddy.
Pep Star is very happy to see you. He's happy to see you, man. Good to see you too. You have a good Thursday, Friday so far. I mean, we saw you on Wednesday, so.
Well, you got to keep it up. It is Thirsty Friday.
It is Thirsty Friday, and it's going to be a good time. And also, GR, joining us back on Kruse Control. Been a little while since we've seen everybody. My lovely co-host, Miss Sabrina Vittori. Sabrina, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Sabrina.
Good.
Hi.
It's
been
Ron.
a minute. How's everybody doing?
It's been a minute.
Doing well. How you been?
Good. Really, really busy. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff going on at work. So it's been a stressful 2 weeks. It's finally come to a close. So I'm pretty ready to relax a little bit.
Yeah, Sabrina's here.
Just to answer your question, Mr. Spider-Man, I have had plenty of sake over the years.
Hi, Queen.
All the sake. All the sake.
I love sake.
I think, Sabrina, I think your camera is doing a little hiccupy, but I think it's because
really?
of I think it's connected with the Wi-Fi as opposed to being connected just with the cord. So you might just have to turn off your cell service and your Wi-Fi on your phone and put it into airplane mode, and I think it'll switch over. Just to let you know. I know it's always something sometimes, but good to see you. Welcome back, everybody. Happy to see you all. And of course, it is Friday, so we're drinking, we're hanging out, having a good time. You can tell us drink if you want to. You can tell us to not drink. You can tell us to calm down a little bit, and you can tell us to move on if you want to too in the chat. So we appreciate you being here so much. Good to see you. Hand round of applause for you all. Round of applause for you all. Good to see you back, Japanese Spider-Man too. Jack and Coke for Brian tonight. Jack and Coke. GR screwdriver.
You know it.
What you got there, Ron? Some of the rum?
I have my little hard seltzer.
That's good. That's good. I think Sabrina's drinking Jack and Cokes too. But good. Making dreams come true. But before we dive in, I forgot to get this before, just because before we dive into that, I just want to go to something that's kind of a sad thing that happened. But Donald Sutherland passed away, everybody. Now, this is something that everybody's been talking about online for the past days since we actually got the news that he had passed away. But at 88 years old, he's had a great life. He's been around for a long time. And they haven't really said exactly what he did die from. No information has been shared publicly besides the fact that he passed away after a long illness at home in Miami. So, he's been from MASH to Dirty Dozen. He starred in films like Kelly's Heroes, Don't Look Now, Ordinary People, 1900, The Hunger Games. Yeah, even Ed Astra not too long ago. He was great in that too. I freaking loved him. He's so awesome. But unfortunately, we lost a great one. And R.I.P. to you, Donald Sutherland. R.I.P. to you.
White.
Oh, really? Hey, it's a compliment, I think, though. Still,
Absolutely.
Very talented man, and he was, he ran the reins of Hollywood for most of his career. So yeah, and even Kiefer too was amazing too. So I know we lost a great one. And it's really sad to hear. It really is. But
Amen.
But RIP to you, man. Thank you for everything you get into the business. Appreciate you so much. I mean, that alone is its own breaking news, but it doesn't matter what date it is because there's more going on besides that. It could be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a day like there's a Wednesday or hump day or Tuesday or something that has something to why it doesn't matter what date it is. There's always a lot of breaking news. All right, the very first thing I'll talk about is 911. And now we officially heard what was the cause of death for Rico Priam, who passed away that one day back in May where he was driving home from set like 4 in the morning. Everyone was saying that it was, maybe he was just too tired. There was a 14-hour day on set. They were shooting Pomona, but the news came forward that he actually had a heart attack while he was driving. So natural causes, they're saying heart attack, and then everything unfortunately happened in the middle of the freeway. So RIP to him too.
Sorry.
What was that, Ron?
Do you know what department he was in?
He was in the Graves of Grip. Yeah, it was a grip.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It sucks. And he was just kind of day playing there too. He wasn't all the time there, so he was popping and day playing here and there. But he worked in the show quite a bit, I guess, on and off. So it just sucks. It just really sucks. You never want to see this happen, and it's very unfortunate that this went down. And we need more business here in Hollywood. Everything's kind of shutting down right now because of the potential strikes, and everyone's worried about that, even though I don't think it's going to happen. But, it's not the time that I don't think that FilmLA should start raising their prices for permits, but they are doing that. 4% increase in all permits for everybody out here in Hollywood. And if you think about that, for any production, it's already very expensive with these permits just to shoot these locations. They jack these prices up all the time. They said the reason they're doing this right now is because of, they're saying because of the strikes, because people haven't been working as much. And they're also saying on top of that for, all their increasing costs for their business on top of that. But I'm just like, guys, this is the worst time. Even that initial price to actually get the approval for the application is going up to $931. It's usually like $820, I think. So it's gone up like a little bit over $100 too as well. So yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher to film here. You don't want to see projects leave LA, but that's what's going to happen. More and more are going to leave. It's hard to shoot here, and then all of a sudden, all things you love, what makes you love, what makes it what you love, is just gone. Look at Yellowstone. Kevin Costner's not coming back. And this is a whole thing too. Like, you know, we've been talking back and forth about this. Potentially he'd come back, maybe he wouldn't come back. And then him and the showrunner were talking back and forth about it. But now it's come forward that he said officially he will not be back for 5B. Of course, they announced just a couple days ago, just that, okay, we're gonna release the rest of it. We're gonna do 5B. We're gonna finish that. We're gonna finish up Yellowstone. Network revealed that at the same time. Kevin Costner had a statement right away moving forward, and he was just pretty much like, about the whole thing, he says, I want to reach out and let you know that after this long, year and a half of working on Horizon, which is that big epic journey that he created, that's coming to theaters this summer, 2 parts of it are, he said, after doing all those things that are required and thinking about Yellowstone, that beloved series that I love, that I know that you love, I just realized that I'm not going to be able to actually continue season 5B or into the future. It was something that really changed me. I loved it. I know you loved it. I just wanted to let you know that I won't be returning, and I love the relationship we've had, been able to develop, and I'll see you guys at the movies. So I think there's a lot going on here besides, him doing other projects. It's also the, going back and forth with the showrunner, with the crew, and apparently they've had some issues and they didn't want to have him back. And he tried to come back, but unfortunately he will not be joining them back for the end of Yellowstone. But fortunately, Slash is going back to Guns N' Roses, everybody, because Guns N' Roses is coming back in 2025 after 40 years of being together. 40 years. It's wild to me. Well, I mean, they haven't been together the whole time. They formed 40 years ago. They broke up. Axl is such a loose cannon. I hope that Axl gets on board and he can kick some ass with them and get out there and play, because I love them. Sabrina and I saw them a few years back over at Dodger Stadium. That was really freaking cool. Loved it so much. Yeah, it was such a great show. Such a great show. And then Axl Rose made it through the whole thing. He didn't get pissed off and take off. So that was really good. Good to see you pop out of Sailor Man. Good to see you. But this is happening. He says he's actually going to the studio now to work with his band, The Conspirators, and they're going to get this new album done. And after that, he's going to get out there 2025. He says 2025 is all about Guns N' Roses. So they're going to do back. I can't wait, Ron. They're going to go back on tour. It's going to be fucking fantastic. Cool. Great music. Yeah, and I was telling Ron before the show, I was that I think we should really have Civil War during the Civil War movie. Why don't we not play that song? But they didn't do it. I guess it probably cost too much money. It's like $50 million they had for that budget for that movie. I'm guessing they couldn't budget like what it would take for Guns N' Roses to do that too. But I love Guns N' Roses so much. I really do. Freaking epic band, epicness, but it's hard to recreate that magic. Look at the new Dexter show coming out. Can they recreate that magic? I don't know if they can recreate it. It's a prequel now, but now we have that Patrick Dempsey signed on to play a role in the new prequel series. Now, of course, like I say, it's about young Dexter, young Deb. He's trying to find his way, getting involved with Miami Homicide. He's getting involved doing internship there, and Patrick Dempsey is playing the role of Aaron Spencer, who is, of course, the captain of the Miami Metro Police Department. And he's friends with his father, Harry. I think this fool, look at this fool. He's going to be a villain. He's going to be a villain. I have a feeling that he's going to end up on Dexter's table somehow. Like little kid Dexter's be his first person he kills. Maybe not, but I could see it happening. Or maybe he's doing some shady shit, and then Dexter and Harry take him down. I feel like he's going to be a villain. I just can't imagine with a name like him, he's got to be something bigger. Unless he goes for a long time, you never know. They might be planning for this show to go forever. So hopefully it does. I mean, look at like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn that's gone for a long time. So much so they're doing a spinoff. Kite Man's coming, everybody. If you ever watched this, Kite Man, hell yeah. He's great in this. I love it. He's so funny. But Kite Man's coming into this. Lovable loser Kite Man and his new squeeze, they're saying, Golden Glider will moonlight as criminals support their foolish purchase of Gotham's seediest dive bar. That's what this is going to be about. So they'll be gone there doing crazy stuff and then trying to keep their dive bar going. This is going to start on Max pretty soon. July 18th is coming out, and then Harley Quinn's going to be coming after that again for probably the last season, but the next season, I should say. Everyone's been loving on Harley Quinn. Hope it does really well. But people have been also loving on Peacemaker, and I love Peacemaker so much. Peacemaker's shooting right now. I've been talking about this a little bit. They've been out there working on it in between Superman, and Peacemaker is going to change their intro dance. That's right. The introduction dance credits in the very beginning, they're going to change it. And I don't know why they're going to change it, but they're going to change it. Because I love it so much. It's so freaking good. Why would you change this? Hopefully it's just as good. But Alan Tudyk was talking about this because Alan Tudyk's wife, friend of the show, Alan Tudyk, wrote and choreographed the whole first intro for Peacemaker Season 1. And she actually told James Gunn, she's like, I got this. My husband's an actor, and he can act it out. And if he can handle doing that dance moves, then John Cena can handle doing dance moves. And I can see John Tudyk dancing all this, too. It'd be actually kind of hilarious to see that behind the scenes. But they are moving forward and making another new dance for Season 2. I hope they use the same song, do you really want to, do you want to taste it? I do. I hope it's fantastic.
Frank.
He's getting me. I think it's going to be fantastic. But, I can't wait to see what they do here. Who who does Peacemaker have beef with this season? Like, who's he be fighting? We want to know, who does he have beef with? And Beef is also coming back for a second season. And, you know, officially they have not said this, but they've been negotiating for cast, going back and forth. The first season did so well that they're like, we got to do this again. And they wanted to have Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway attached this before. They're negotiating back and forth for the second season. And Beef is again against about a couple who are, you know, fighting, they're feuding. And so they wanted to have that same kind of dynamic, but that didn't work out. But now Oscar Isaac is attached to this too. Well, he's been negotiating with this along with Carey Mulligan. They've been negotiating together to be the new couple, which is a great cast. I really hope this goes through because I think they're awesome together. And you know what? I love that these guys are doing more TV, but I also hate it because actors that are trying to break out don't get an opportunity because movie stars doing on TV. So that's the business we live in, you know? Why does that swab have a urinal on its head? That's a good question. I don't know I don't know if I saw that swab with the urinal, but who knows?
I think you're talking about Peacemaker.
Oh, I was like,
He does have a toilet head.
I guess he kind of does. I guess he kind of does.
Is that
And someone would be-
mouth?
But I'm excited to see if this beef goes for. I really am. But speaking about beef, I think that the person who's the biggest beef right now with Mexico, well, with Mexico is Russ actor Baldwin right now, because Alec Baldwin is going to court. Everybody, he's going to trial. It's going down. They tried to stop it again. His people came forward and they were like trying to stop this whole manslaughter trial, you know, and they put it out there saying, okay, please, one more time. The judge just denied it, threw it all out. But they also wanted Helena Hutch. They wanted what's her name? No, not Helena. Helena Hutch just died. They wanted oh my, I'm going blank on her name. Hannah Gutierrez-Reed. They wanted her to actually testify in this, and the judge came forward and said, no, she will not testify. It's like she's testifying in a trial that you're testifying. It's like a double trial thing. We're not going to do that. So they lost there. They're really mad. Alec Baldwin's defense was really pissed about that. And on top of it, they really wanted the thing thrown out again. And again, the judge said, no, you have to go to court. They wanted to just, they keep fighting this. At the end of the day, you're going to court next month, Alec Baldwin, make it happen, and just see what goes from there. That's all you can do. Just see what happens from there. You know, you can't change things. You can't change the past. But Amazon tried to change the past when it came to Full Metal Jacket because they took away Born to Kill from the helmet. So if you've seen this on Amazon, and of course Matthew Modine saw this because he was actually in Stanley Kubrick's movie, and he was talking about, like, you can't just take this away. This is not right. And of course they're going to fight about it back and forth, but he went up and he said, hey guys, this Born to Kill was actually had a reason to be there. And here's his direct quote. He said, the reason why this happened was who decided to remove Born to Kill and only did it alter a piece of iconic art history by Philip Castle, but they completely misunderstood the point of it being there. Private Joker wears the helmet with Born to Kill and a peace symbol at the same time as a statement about the duality of man. And so he's like, taking this away is just changing the whole point of it. Stanley Kubrick didn't put this on there for no reason. And now Amazon is putting it back. So I think enough people saw this and were like, what the hell is this shit? And so now they're like going to make it happen. So, and I hope that, you know, people love and make happen Metropolis. And I hope it goes really well because honestly, right, or Megalopolis, when I keep hearing about this movie, like Francis Ford Coppola's movie, I'm like really worried about this man because he spent $120 million out of his pocket for this movie. And people are raving about it overseas. You know, when it's been debuting, they're raving about it. Eat your spinach. But on top of that, now, Lionsgate has picked it up for distribution here in the United States, which is great. We're going to see it. It's going to happen. We knew somebody pick it up. We knew. But they're not paying for marketing. So now they're saying that Francis Ford Coppola is also going to pay an extra $15 to $20 million on top of the 120 he's already spent just to get this in the theaters. Now it's going to go to 1,500 screens. Will it do well? Hopefully it does. Hopefully it's a big blockbuster, you know, Colossus thing for him and he makes his money back. But I worry about it. I do. Full Metal Jacket's the next movie. You're right. It is Queen. I just worry about it because he spent a lot of money. And I do want to see it's got a Colossus cast. It looks fantastic. I hope it does well. And I hope that at the end of the day, he makes his money back and we all love this thing so much. I'm not so sure if I'm going to love Netflix new shopping center coming because I heard about this. Megalopolis. It's about a futuristic movie he's been trying to make since like forever. Check out the trailer. It's pretty good. But Netflix is making this big shopping center right now, everybody. And I heard about this as like a shopping center. And they have these little pop-ups that are like all over LA. They pop around the country. About, you know, Squid Game they did. They do Bridgerton. They're doing all that. But now they're doing this shopping center right now. There's 2 shopping centers that are opening. One in Pennsylvania and one in Dallas. 100,000 square miles these things are going to be. So, I mean, that's freaking nuts. Square feet. But they're square feet. I said miles. Square feet. Thank you, GR. Thank you, Thirsty Daddy. I'm already sweating a little bit in this garage. But yeah, But it's going to have shopping. It's going to have restaurants, catering, all that stuff. They're also going to have those pop-up experiences. So Stranger Things, Bridgerton, Squid Game, all that's going to be there too. And they're making this a big, unforgettable venue so you can explore, have a great time, and be attached to the Netflix their dialogue, their catalog of entertainment. They're also going to have statues out front too about all the different people from Squid Game and everything else. Yes, just so you know where you're at. But for me, I'm like, I don't know if we need this. I don't need this. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. That's all I can say. And I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. A Netflix Plaza. Ron, are you going to go?
Come on, stick to what you know. Come on.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I want 100,000 square mile.
That'd be massive, GR. That's like, let's do it. Let's do it. But you know what? You all need time to talk, so now it's time. Everybody have that 1 minute on the clock. Let's say, here's your hot takes. Let's do it. All right, now it's time for those hot takes. It's that time to give all my guests and my lovely co-hosts 1 minute on the clock. Give me all their hot takes for the latest breaking news. That's all 12 topics we just talked about right now in the last segment. Go back and watch it later if you haven't seen that. If you're watching this later. But can they make it happen? Can they beat the clock? They have 1 minute before the bomb blows up, or the bomb blows up. Their time is done, and they have to drink because it is Friday. And it's up to you out there in the chat to decide who wins hot takes. And I'm excited to see who's going to win today. It's been a while, Sabrina, but who do you think? Who do you think? Who's going to go first for the hot takes? How you feeling? Huh, Sabrina? Oh. Sabrina?
Sorry, I muted myself. I can't fix the camera thing. It's driving me nuts. I'm going to go with GR first.
All right, Thirsty Daddy himself. How you feeling, GR? You feeling pumped, ready, ready to rock and roll? You want to do some hot takes?
Oh, of course I do. You know that.
You've been winning a lot recently. Don't get cocky, GR. No, you win a lot.
I don't get the P vote. We already talked about that.
Well, let's see what happens, GR. We're going to see what happens. But I feel ya. I believe in you. Here we go, GR. Take a breath. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Exhale, inhale. Feel good. Hot takes, GR, in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
A man dies without being blamed on the set in 911. That's a good thing. A poor guy. Sorry. Raising permit costs. Jesus Christ. Shocking. Costner, excuse me. He's done with Yellowstone. He's throwing up darts at the guy and he'll back out. Guns N' Roses back. That's a shock. And the rock group that came out of retirement. Great ad. The Kite Man, I'll pass on that. Peacemaker, new dance, why not? Great show. Deep season 2, not signed. We'll see. Full Metal Jacket, about time they put the right thing back in there. Baldwin, all this is a publicity stunt for the county. Megalopolis on Lionsgate, good mix. Netflix Shopping Center, let's go with 100,000 square miles, Brian. It sounds better. It
does sound a lot there, but Thirsty Daddy got everybody. Give them all the poppy circumstance, the balloons, the fireworks, everything. Woo! How does it feel, GR?
It feels marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous.
He's feeling good. He's feeling saucy. He's feeling fresh. He's feeling thirsty, everybody. Great hot takes, GR.
Thanks,
plus.
Nice.
Plus. Yeah, great hot takes. I'm feeling good about that, GR. I don't know. It's going to be hard to beat. It's going to be very hard to beat.
We'll see.
Sabrina, who do you think? It's a challenge. Sabrina, who's going to go next?
Ron.
All right, Ron.
I don't see anybody else.
I'm still trying to close like every open application. Like I don't know why it's doing this. It's driving me nuts.
Whoa! Oh shit!
I know, Peppy.
That's
it's
right,
tough
Peppy.
sometimes.
I'm off my game.
Let's do it.
My brother.
All right, Peppy, calm down, man. All right, GR. Great hot takes, but it's Ron's turn right now. So, Ron, here we go. Take a breath. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Take a moment. Moment of solitude. Moment of peace. Jubilee. All that.
Okay.
Anyways, here we go. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Coming from the same union as the man that died, my heart goes out to his family. FilmLA. I can't go anywhere in LA without seeing one of their signs that they're going to be shooting there. So really, they need to make up things from pandemic. I don't think so. Kevin Costner out. Yes, it's a single camera 1 hour drama. There's too much work there. Guns N' Roses. I'm so excited. Please bring me back. November Rain. Patrick Dempsey joins Dexter. Interesting villain. I like that. Kite Man release. Don't know what it is. Peacemaker news. Cool. Beef season 2. I'm sorry. I don't know what channel you guys are watching. Full Metal Jacket. The art needs to be restored back to what it was. Baldwin fails again. They just keep going with this thing on and on. Megalopolis gets distribution. Is that anything like Metropolis? Because I love Metropolis. And Netflix Shopping Center. Stick to what you know, which isn't shopping.
Not shopping, but they're going to try to do some shopping run. Then you can get all of your Netflix gear and swag.
Thank you.
And your local Netflix mall. Great hot takes, Ron. How's it feel?
Feels great. I'm going to go to Disneyland.
Yeah. Watch out for Mickey, huh? He likes to steal everybody's money. You know, and
yes.
And now he's gonna be murdering people, so be careful, very careful what you do when you see him. You know, he's gonna be a murdering fool. Sabrina, it might be the whole thing because I think your phone connected via Wi-Fi as opposed to connecting via the cable. And I think if you turn your phone on airplane mode and then let it reconnect. Oh, okay. It's still not working.
It was worse. It wouldn't even show a picture at all.
Oh, maybe it's that cable then. Maybe it's that cable.
So
you seem better now.
The cable?
Yeah, unplug the cable.
Will that help?
You seem good now.
It seems a lot better.
Yeah, still looks fine.
It's still very choppy. I just shut everything else that was open on my computer. Maybe that helped. I don't know.
It's a little better. It's not as choppy as it was. It's a little choppy though. Still a little choppy. Very strange, but maybe it might be it might have been the not official cable thing.
I like pouting.
All right, Sabrina. It's tough. It's been a while. I don't know. Yeah, I might be a little rusty. I don't know. I might be a little rusty.
I'm also very flustered with the camera situation. I'm off my game.
Pobrecita.
No, it's worse even now, I feel like.
It's true, Popeye. It's very true. Technical stuff is very troublesome and bothersome, and annoying. I'm going to take a sip on that one. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Okay, Sabrina.
Thank you, Brian.
And you're feeling good, though, Sabrina. Here we go. Been a while. Take a breath. Take a walk. Come back. Sit down.
Okay, I'll see
up and down, left and right. Breathe it out. Okay, here we go. Woo! Hot takes, Sabrina. In 3, 2,
Thank you, Queen.
1. Hot takes.
Okay, so I'm glad that the 911 situation wasn't because of the long hours that they were forcing them to work. I also feel terrible that happened to him. It's always a tragedy when you lose a coworker or anyone. The FilmLA is bullshit, dude. So people are coming off a strike, you're gonna charge them more money to make a movie. That's fucked up and stupid. Kevin Costner, born a movie star, doing a TV show. I'm not surprised. Guns N' Roses, they've come back a few times. I'm really excited. They were great when we saw them live, as Brian mentioned. Patrick Dempsey and Dexter can't really see it, but I don't know. I'll probably give it a whirl. Kite Man, I love Harley Quinn. I'll probably watch that. Peacemaker, new dance. I love the old dance, so I hope they bring it. Beef season 2, I think it could be interesting. Oscar Isaac is a spectacular actor. I also second what Brian said. The Rust trial, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm so sick of hearing about this bullshit. Enough is enough. Born to Kill on the Full Metal Jacket. Don't fuck with Kubrick, motherfucker. Megalopolis, please get it done at a Netflix shopping center. Why? For what fucking reason do we need a Netflix shopping center? Don't you have enough money and enough bullshit? Pay your people more and stop being a douchebag instead of opening a fucking shopping center.
And Sabrina got it, everybody.
Nice.
Is it not working?
It keeps on mine. It keeps looping. I'm not really sure what's happening. It could be.
I mean, round of applause. I mean, we've been having some issues with this one app right now, once in a while, and I think it's just not working right now for some reason, which is really strange. But let me try one more time. Yeah, Sabrina got it.
Yay!
Yeah, everybody else has worked. GR.
At least your camera's not doing this.
She kind of 80fied right now, 80sified, but great hot takes, everybody. Great hot takes. Round of applause to you all. I'm gonna put it out to the chat right now. Decide who they think should win hot takes. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. We believe in you so much. Appreciate you being here, and thank you for joining us on a Friday night on Kruse Control. Megalopolis. I got it. Yeah, Megalopolis. That Megalopolis. That movie looks really good. There's a huge cast in this. Like Aubrey Plaza's in this. You got Adam Driver. I mean, like the names just go on and on and on. I know he's been trying to make this since like, I think it was like the 90s, maybe late 80s. And he eventually was just like, I'm just going to make it myself. And it's hard to do that too. But after all this time, like, Ron, do you think that he might lose money on this movie?
You mean because of his own money put into it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money that he put in. It's a lot of money. He could. I mean, he's not a dumb man. He's not going to make an investment that you would think is seemingly a loser, but you never know what's going to happen either. It's just a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
A loss, any loss would be a loss, and it could happen because it's a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah. And like, it started at 120. And now on top of that, they're going to add maybe 20 more million on top of that just to have just to get there. You know what I mean? 120 million just to get it out there. It's crazy to me.
Believe in this project, which I love that, but that's a lot of money.
A lot of money. Sabrina, you've been here when we talk about this new Dexter show. Do you think that it's going to work out well? And we all worked on it before. In case I know we all worked in the spinoff of Harrison. But like to make a prequel series, and shout out to a friend of mine, a friend of the show. I'm not going to say her name, but she's been working on it now. She was not supposed to work on this show, but now she is working on this show for the run of it. So very excited to say for my friend who just booked something that's really good.
In the past half an hour that happened?
Yes. I got a text message.
Yeah.
So shout out to our friend from Applause You. She's working on the whole run of it. So, I don't know if she's going to tell me shit about it, but maybe. You never know. But we think about that, Sabrina. Can it work out? The prequel series, the Dexter?
I don't know. I didn't really love what they did in the last run of it, honestly. So I'm a little bit torn. And I'm also a huge fan of the original. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, to be perfectly honest. And I certainly don't know how I feel about Patrick Dempsey. Like, I just don't fucking know.
Villain.
I mean,
he's got to be a villain.
He's like one of the people. Yeah, but I mean, that'd be fine. Like, and like, what's his name? John Lithgow was the villain one season, and then he was gone.
Oh, he was so good.
Something like that. Maybe I could be on board.
It's already over.
I don't know. I'm torn. Like, if it's as good as the original, sure, I'm in. But I just don't see it happening, unfortunately.
Yeah, but just look at him. Oh,
I know. Oh my God! Right? Perfect.
Perfect.
I know.
Why is it not a mortician? He'd be a mortician. That'd be great, right? Makes more sense. Be a fun, like a little like
the death of you
insider thing right there.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
My brother.
I know, Peppy. I know.
Holla.
I don't know.
I think it'd be good. The Peacemaker dance changing though too. I'm kind of like, it's so good. Don't change it. Hopefully they use the same song.
It might be really super good as well.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's the same song. If it's not the same song, it might be different.
What if it's an equally as good song and an equally as funny dance?
Then we're twice less.
Get
could.
down. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Huh?
What'd you hear?
What'd you say?
I said, can Cena get down to it?
Can Cena get down to it? I'm sorry, I had to process that for a second.
We have to know.
They're
Thanks,
definitely going
Pappy.
to have to modify it for his dance moves, but the
Take
last
one.
dance was epic, and if they could match that, it'd be great.
I think it would be great too. There's a lot happening though too, and that Rust trial is going to keep going forward. I think this is the second time tried to like stop it, and I just think at this point, just go to trial and just defend yourself and put it out there. I know it's like it's going to go to trial, and the fact that you're trying to get like the armorer who already was found guilty to be testifying to, the judge was like, no, it's like a secondary thing. So it's just they're just trying to fight this as best they can. They are going to trial, and Alec Baldwin has to show up in person, so it will go down. We'll find out finally what's going to happen with that because it's been a long time coming. We've been talking about this way too long, and I'm not going to go to Netflix and go shopping. I'm going to say that one more time. I mean, maybe.
Dude, no,
I'm not going to be in Pennsylvania or Dallas anytime soon to go.
I thought shopping centers were dying. Why would you open one up?
That's a great point, Ron. That's a solid point. You're right. And especially, they were saying that they were like
Netflix.
But they were kind of going back and forth about it too, apparently. They were like not sure about this because they've been doing these pop-ups all over these places, like around the country. Like, we maybe just do more of those. let's combine it and put like shopping in too. Like, I mean, who's gonna go buy? I mean, it's gonna be random restaurants, eateries, and stuff too. But I feel like it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money.
They should have done an amusement
waste
park.
of money.
But they can't pay residuals.
Yeah, they're nickel and diming their actors and the writers, but they're gonna open up a fucking shopping center. Like, just stop.
We need another Macy's.
That's what I say about it. That's what I say about it. Yeah. Come on.
Come on.
I know, Peppy. Please don't do it. Don't do it.
Next topic.
Hey, calm down, Peppy. Anyways, yes, we do have a winner. We do have a winner right now. So let me go back to here. I'm going to close the poll right now. And the poll. All right, thank you all for voting hot takes today. Appreciate you so much. We have a great time talking about the breaking news. It's always fun. A lot of shit happening. There's too much happening to all discuss too long. So it's nice to have this moment for us to just breathe, let it all out, and give you a quick little like insight about how we feel about what's going on in the business. So appreciate you for voting. It's great. If you're first time on Kruse Control, appreciate it always. Like and subscribe if you can. And we have a winner, everybody. And who is our winner today is happy Friday to the winner of Friday's Hot Takes, Miss Sabrina Vittori. Congratulations, Sabrina.
Hey, I still got it. GR's gonna throw something on the computer screen any second.
I predicted it long before you came on the air, Sabrina. So
I know it's your favorite prediction.
Yeah, great hot takes. Great hot takes, everybody. Thank you for voting out there on Kruse Control. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you. It means a lot to us. It really does. But, you know, it's not just breaking news here on Kruse Control. A lot goes down every day, in and out, roundabout, back around to your favorite neighbor who came to your backyard yesterday and peed in your lettuce. But also other things happen too. And I want to talk about this because one thing that happened with Nick Cannon today, I'm like, what the fuck? Nick Cannon! He's taking insurance out on his balls. Can we talk about Nick Cannon's balls? So much going on. Nick Cannon's balls are out there loud and proud for everybody to know about because he has come forward, everybody, and he has gotten a $10 million insurance policy on his nuts. And this came down because, I mean, what else do I say about it? But this came down because after he's invested in Dr. Squatch, that's that whole, like, they have a bunch of different men's products with that, but they had a whole thing that came forward about, like, trying to get the value of your balls. Like, how much semen you can put out there, how much sperm, how big they are, I guess. I don't know. There's a whole way to judge how good your balls are. And based off that, his new product said his balls are worth $10 million. And everyone's giving him shit about it. Like, he should get a vasectomy. He should stop putting that shit out there. He said it's 12 kids. Like, why do you want more? He's having kids, every ladies, girls, boys, everybody in the fucking country. And he doesn't care. He just keeps having it.
Kids had your wife?
Because Nick Cannon's coming with his junk out today and his insurance balls. But you know, good for him. If he can afford a $10 million policy on his nuts, good for him, but this is fucking ridiculous. So I just want to go around the room and say, what do you think about Nick Cannon and his nuts, everybody? GR, what do you think? Would you ever do this, take $10 million insurance policy on your nuts? And what's the point? Is it a waste of money, or is it something that you should just, you know, take care of the nuts, free the nuts, be safe to the nuts? How do you feel about this, GR?
I think it's a fucking joke. I mean, I'm sorry, but and I like my balls, but nobody's going to insure them for $10 million. I don't care what the fuck.
Not yours, huh? That's not going to happen, GR. Come on, man. Yeah, have a little bit, have a little pride in those nuts.
By 27 different women either, so you know.
That's also true. That's also true. Hey, GR, if you did, round of applause to you. Round of applause to you, GR.
Hell, I'd die of shock.
I just think it's hilarious. It's like one of those sayings that I'm like, how is this even happening right now? People are laughing about this, but they're not. But it's a real thing. He did it. This is a true thing. He did do this. Well, Ron, are those nuts worth it?
Of course. They're nuts, man. Of course they are. I could only get about 1.5 for mine, but I don't have the but you know,
only
Brian,
1.5?
Dude, I know. Seriously, right? Trust me. I've gone through all the depression.
Give him a year.
Brooke Shields insured her hair when she was doing Calvin Klein for a similar amount, or maybe it was $1 million. You take how long ago that was. And I do believe Pamela Anderson insured her breasts.
She did.
That sounds about right.
4 million.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So I mean, balls follow hair and breasts.
Yeah.
That was
true.
weird.
They
They're low on the anatomy.
Yes, they are.
So you're saying God take care of the balls and bless the boobs, and we should all respect
and
both.
grow hair. Sure.
And grow hair, and and make sure that you can keep those up.
Nay.
But what's an insurance policy do, Sabrina? Let's say something happens to the nuts. What's an insurance policy do? They pay for new nuts. They pay for enlargements, ups and downs, lefts and rights. They get in there and they put a new nut in. What do you think about that, Sabrina? What's the logistics behind this shit?
I mean, I don't know what insurance does. I guess if you hurt yourself, they give you a bunch of money. But like, you're already rich as fuck. What do you? I don't know. I mean, I understand it like to an extent. Like David Beckham insured his legs. Like he's a soccer player. If he doesn't have his legs, he cannot perform his job. I mean, not anymore, but you know what I mean? Like that makes sense to me. But like, like Mariah Carey insured her voice. So if she can't sing, she doesn't have a career anymore. Like, so that makes a little bit of sense. Daniel Craig insured his entire body because he was doing all of his own stunts on No Time to Die.
His entire body? Like what?
Well, because he did all of his own stunts when they did No Time to Die. So, I mean, I understand those things. Like, what are your balls? You can't make 48 more children. You already have like a harem. Like, a harem is actually not the right word. I apologize. That's a bunch of wives. You have a shit ton of kids. Like, I don't understand. I do not understand. Like Pamela Anderson, her boobs were her moneymaker, right? Who do you say? Cindy Crawford? Ron?
No, Brooke Shields.
Brooke Shields. That was her moneymaker, was her hair.
You got a point. You do have a point.
That's a good point.
What I mean? Like, I don't know what his balls are doing to make him money currently. Like, I don't know.
They're just hanging there. They're like that.
They're just being little marbles, just hanging down there, one lower than the other, I'm sure.
And the insurance company goes, you want to pay us for the rights, we'll insure it. Go ahead. When it comes down to it, it's all about money.
Of course. They'll insure your fucking ass hair if you give them money. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't understand what the purpose is, Like, I get it if it's like
it's ego, Sabrina. It's one word, ego.
Sure. I mean, he's wildly untalented and makes a shit ton of money, has 48 children. So, like, I think he should be happy. I don't know if we need to insure his balls, like, honestly.
I think that it's
the hand he holds a microphone with when he hosts. That's what he should insure because that's what makes him
that.
I think Pepe would insure his nuts if he had them, but he doesn't have them anymore. Doesn't have anymore.
Okay.
We're not gonna go there.
Oh, was it? The Queen just answered this. Was it America's Got Talent? I know he's not on that anymore, but I don't know if he got fired. I think Tyra Banks took over for him. Maybe he did get fired.
Yeah, he did. It was him, then it was Tyra Banks, and then it was Terry Crews. America's Got Talent.
Did he get fired, or did he just? They just.
I think did he get fired?
I believe so.
He got fired.
He put his balls out one day. Balls were out, and they said, "You're gone."
Yeah. He was swinging them balls around like it was an act, and they were like, "You're not part of the show."
Right.
The girls didn't like it, so on the set, so
leave those nuts out of here. Well, his nuts are insured now for the future. So if you were worried about his nuts, his balls, his boys, his bouncing ding-alongs, they're gonna be okay. And if something goes wrong, State Farm's got him.
Oh, God, like a good neighbor, State Farm will cup your balls.
They are there. They are there taking care of him day in and day out. But good for him. Good for him. He's taking care of himself. I mean, it blows my mind.
He did insure it.
He did.
Yeah, I mean, people. Yeah. Oh, did John Holmes did too? He's a big porn star or something, right?
Well, it wasn't his balls. It was the appendage between them.
The shaft of the penis.
As Queen said. The shaft.
I was trying to be polite, Sabrina. I kind of
eye penis.
Sorry, I was translating for you, thirsty daddy.
The eye penis. And speaking of eye penis, Jonathan Major's got a job, and I'm not sure he should be doing that, so I'm taking him to Kruse Court. So Jonathan Majors, if you don't know who this is, of course you do. Fucking King of the Conqueror.
12 inches there, Spider-Man.
Whoa, what?
That's some context right there.
He said,
Jonathan Majors. I'm not talking about Jonathan Majors when it comes to that 12 inches, unless GR has some inside information I don't know about. What he does on the weekends,
no,
I don't know,
don't.
Thirsty Daddy. But
I was responding to one of our viewers.
okay.
thirsty.
Well, Jonathan Majors is getting a job again, everybody, because Jonathan Majors is going to set to star in a revenge thriller called Merciless, which is based on an original screenplay by Frank Hanna and Martin Vigneault. I always butcher this, but Denis, who did all the Dune movies, it's his brother. So his brother is hiring Jonathan Majors for a movie. Now, this is kind of an independent thing. It's a smaller thing, but honestly, at the end of the day, he's still going to be starring it, and Jonathan Majors does have a job again. But his brother, Denis' brother, is going to direct this whole thing, and it's his next thing since he did this sci-fi opus called Mars A. Avril. But what, Sabrina?
Question.
Yeah.
Did you say his brother was directing it?
His brother, yeah, Denis, who did all the Dune. It's his brother is directing this new movie.
Oh, I see. So not Jonathan Majors' brother.
No, Denis, who directed Dune,
Okay.
who directed Dune.
Villanueva.
So, big director. But Merciless follows a top CIA interrogator who, like, after a woman he loves is overtaken by a malevolent force, is forced to go into an even darker area to defeat it. The film will be Major's first role since he was found guilty of third-degree assault and harassment conviction that took place earlier this year. And I say this, though. I say, at the end of the day, I think it's too soon. I'm kind of shocked he already has a job. I mean, like, he got fired from Marvel, everything else. Can we defend these people, and especially someone like Denis, who's blowing, again, #1 movie of the year. By the way, Dune 2, still #1 movie of the year. He was in Quantumania, yeah. #1 movie of the year.
I just watched it. I have thoughts.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, this is a pretty big, it's not like it's like any random independent filmmaker. It's somebody that's connected to one of the biggest movies of the year, is hiring Jonathan Majors, giving him a job, and bringing him back into the limelight in some way. But do we defend this? Is this right? Is this appropriate for right now? Should he have a job this soon, or should he have to sit in the back burner on the bench like anybody that can't kick the ball or make a basket? Or should he be thrown back in? GR, what do you think? Do you defend this decision? Should he be back in the business, or should Jonathan Majors stay stuck in the past? I don't know the truth.
Well, I told you when it happened he'd get a job before too long. Should he be there? No, he's a dirtbag. Anybody that abuses women isn't a man in my book, and he should be just put to the sidelines and stay there.
Nailed it.
Fuck yeah, GR. So you don't defend him at all, do you? Fuck this. You don't defend this. This shouldn't happen.
Hey, if the dirtbag was here, I'd tell him to his face. I ain't got no problem with that.
He'd
Yeah.
probably punch you in it.
No, I'd
Oh, he's a
bitch slap
puncher.
Sabrina.
GR is
I've
also a
had
sniper.
bigger men than him hit me, and I'm still alive.
So very careful what you do to the thirsty daddy. Ron! This is crazy. We've been talking about Jonathan Majors on and off for how long now, right? I think it was January when all this shit broke off and was actually officially, he was fired from Ant-Man and everything else, and he was gonna make $20 million a movie. $20 million at Marvel money. Like, he's working for that mouse, all day long, making it, getting in. And now, he gets a new job. Is this the start of his new career? Do you defend this? Is this too soon? Or should he have to actually sit out and go to, like, work at fucking Starbucks for a while? How do you feel this? Do you defend Jonathan Majors? Do you defend the director deciding to give him a job? I want the truth, Ron. I want the truth.
I absolutely do not defend that. He's been getting a lot of publicity. He was getting a lot of publicity. What is the saying? There is no bad publicity. So I think the powers that be are trying to strike while something's hot. It's not, but I do not defend him. I just see the reasoning why it was done.
It's a money grab, right?
Totally.
Money grab. Is anybody else going to book him after this? Think it's going to be like a snowball effect?
I don't think it's going to be a snowball effect, though. It might be a one chance go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ron does not defend this guy. That's 2 against Jonathan Majors. His tally is going up in the court of Kruse. He's not doing that well, everybody. Sabrina. Oh,
we know what
Sabrina.
she's gonna say. I know what she's going to say.
Jonathan Majors coming back as the only female in the room. This guy.
You know?
Well, he's got a job. That's coming back. Kevin Spacey's coming back too. But we was already going to Kruse court. Jonathan Majors is coming back now as a director's brother who is going to be probably a rising star as it is, given an opportunity like this. Is that going to affect his grip on Hollywood moving forward? Will it affect Denis? And is Jonathan Majors going to be okay? And this is his only start to going back to that $20 million paycheck. I want the truth, Sabrina. Tell me the truth. How do you feel about this? Does he deserve this job? You're on the stand.
Sorry.
You haven't
I feel
been
like I'm
part
in
of
A
this.
Few Good Men. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, it gets
okay.
there.
I want the truth.
Well, all right, Jack Nicholson.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah, that would be Jack Nicholson, actually. Thank you for correcting me, actually. That's twice today I've made an error. Yeah, no, he can go fuck himself, kindly, and not kindly. I wish someone would take a fucking splintered wooden bat and shove it up his ass with no Vaseline. It is... What?
I said,
I mean, if anyone's... I don't know, dude. He was assaulting a girl that was like, you know, the size of a fucking peanut. She was like 5 foot nothing, fucking skinny as shit, tiny little dancer. Like, I can't, a tiny dancer. I think he wrote that song. I think Elton John wrote that song about this tiny little girl who he was dating, who he's beating and fucking manipulating. So no, hard no. He can go fuck himself. And I cannot believe that they hired him so soon. Like, I knew he'd work again. But I thought it would take a working out fucking period. Like, fucking, you know, Queen said it's hard to care about this. And I agree with that because it's like, you know, it's a kind of like rust for me. Like, I've had a fuck enough of that. But at the same time, for this fucker to be able to go back and get work is pretty fucked up. The thing is, may it snowball, may it not snowball, it depends. He is a good actor. He was not a good Kang, in my personal opinion, but he is a good actor. Other things that he's done has been received very well, and he is a good actor. So if there's no backlash on people fucking defending the decision or people coming against the decision, why are you hiring this guy? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Popeye. I have a real potty mouth, a real potty mouth. So yeah, I know if it is well received and there's not a lot of backlash, he will absolutely do another movie very shortly thereafter. Will it be a Disney movie? Absolutely fucking not. But people will hire him 100%. If there's enough backlash, why'd you hire him? Like, remember when Kevin Spacey got that job and everyone was like, why are you hiring him? The location wouldn't let them shoot there anymore. Like, it was a whole thing. So if there's things like that, I think that would slow down the process. But if no one gives a crap and he does it and he does a good job, it's going to be a fucking problem. He's going to be right back in there. Oh, thank you, Popeye.
Sabrina does not support Jonathan Majors either. This is a serious
cursing. F-bombs all the time.
It's a very serious matter here in Kruse Court. We're very serious here. We definitely hold the law to the highest standards. But I will say that's 3 against 4, and now the judge has to decide. And I will tell you this, Jonathan Majors, you don't deserve a job fucking right now. You don't, man. Take a minute. Think about it. Do some fucking yoga. Sit down and actually do some work where you actually fucking figure life out again, because you chose the wrong path to go in relationships, and that happens. It happens. And unfortunately, it fucked your whole career in a lot of ways, and I'm sorry about that, but you know what? You're kind of a piece of a shit, because everything I've heard about you, the things you did, the choices you made, you should either stop drinking or figure some shit out, because honestly, you don't do that to someone you love or care about. You can lose your shit once in a while, but don't fucking do that, man. Honestly, just don't do it. You lost the case, you're rebuilding, it's too soon. This is way too soon for you to take this job. You get criticism constantly. People like us, everybody else, the business. It's not good for you. It's not. You know what? You come back too soon, it's gonna fuck you overall. You wait a little while, like Kevin Spacey, he might do all right. And that's fucking a big thing to handle. But he was found innocent. You were found guilty. This is not good for you, man. You might think it's great, I'm gonna make somebody be an actor again. And in the court of Kruse and another land, though, when it comes down to it, you're still fucking guilty.
Yep.
And you deserve this job.
Nope.
And we do not defend anybody hiring you right now. At all. We don't. And that's the truth from Kruse Court. And that's all we have to say about that. But also, times are changing, things happen so fast. And it's time for a new segment here on Kruse Control, and that is about the most random things that happen that affect you, me, the other guy, everything else. I like to say, now it's time for the weather. it's time for the weather, everybody. And this is that new segment on Cruise Control. We talk about something that's most random things that ever happened that could affect you, me, and the other guy, and also affect the business, because that's what it comes down to. The weather. It changes every day like it's nothing. A swoop in the wind and bam, you're fucked. So, Dyson. I want to talk about Dyson spheres. This is a big thing that I heard about this week, and I'm like, it's a Friday. We've been drinking. Let's talk about aliens for a second. Is this a real thing? Because right now, researchers have identified at least 7 stars right now. 7 stars that might have Dyson spheres. You're like, what's a Dyson sphere? Well, a Dyson sphere is a way where aliens take technology to wrap around a star to harness its power to power their whole planet. Now, this has been an idea for a long time that it might be true. It might not be true. It was actually back to like the 1960s. That's where this idea came around. What's that? Hard to beat the weather. You can't beat the weather. You can't beat the weather.
Hilarious.
Back in the 1960s.
Sorry, Brian.
Yeah, Popeye, welcome to the show. Thank you for being our friend on Cruise Control. Appreciate you, man. And keep it going. I love that fucking facial hair. So this all stems back to the 60s, right? So physicist Freeman Dyson came forward with this idea that there were structures that existed. They're able to use infrared waves and exert them around the whole universe. And that was so powerful, we'd see them because this technology would literally wrap around a star and harness technology and it would leave these infrared rays everywhere. And that's how we could actually see them. And so now these scientists recently, this comes down to the Royal Astronomical Society, found these, at least 7 stars that have so much infrared energy flying off them that screams a Dyson sphere. Now, I mean, this is at least 1,000 light years from Earth. That's the range. It's not really that far. Think about it, and it's that close that they're saying there might be intelligent. It has to be intelligent alien life out there that's harnessing this power. I'm gonna show you a little clip of this, how it kind of goes down to as we are. So, like, say if they're a star, and they wrap this technology around this, and you can see right now the diagram, and it just like pulls it in. And it's like a Death Star getting around it, and it holds into it. I love Science Queen, and it's a way of like creating a power from a star that we thought about as in science we've never been able to do it, but we've always theorized it's possible. But even when we were going back in time talking about it, it's like so much energy coming off it. But 7 stars have shown this. 7 freaking stars. And this is something that could affect you and everybody and also entertainment. Think about aliens. That new Alien Romulus movie's coming out. Can't wait to see that. Maybe there's fucking aliens like that, like popping on your stomach, dancing on a fucking bar like Spaceballs and changing the world. GR, can you believe this is a thing right now? Is this real? Is this something that will change the world? Or is this a fart in the wind we shouldn't be talking about today? How do you feel about these Dyson spheres coming forward?
Well, I'll go with fart in the wind because is it possible? And very thinly, because we don't have any technology at all that's even close to being able to capture the power of the sun. I mean, that drawing was a joke because you think anything that gets that close is going to melt.
We're talking about fucking alloys and metal we don't even know about, though, GR.
That'd be one hell of a metal.
This is some Terrence Howard's probably talking about tonight.
On this planet, Brian.
Terrence Howard's all about this, probably. What do you think? He's all about this. She's like
a moron.
Minute technology.
He's smart, but he believes that everything is possible.
It'll bring the Dyson sphere to fucking reality. We talked about him on Monday. Some of the ideologies he had that were changing everything. I've seen a UFO too before, Popeye. So I appreciate you saying that too. I think they are out there. I was a kid. I actually saw some crazy shit.
Brian, don't get me wrong. UFOs are real. Aliens are real. But do I think they could put something around the sun to capture the energy? No.
Well. Ron, how do you feel about this, man? We hear about this. You see this. This is a big thing in the news recently this week. Again, monumental if it was real. All the scientists are talking about it. Do you think there's actually life forms out there harnessing their stars?
I truly do believe that. It's very possible. We've been spinning our wheels just trying to work with fossil fuels and not putting the money and the intelligence into the potential harvesting power off of stars. That's our bad. That's the human race. And I think that when people say there isn't any life forms out there, it's rather arrogant, because why would we be the only ones in this solar system?
Is it weird that it's happening at this time though, Ron, where like everyone's talking about, all the trials and the tribulations they're having in court and all the different courts here in the United States about like aliens and are they real or are they not? Is it a weird time that's coming forward? Does it make sense? Maybe it's like a slow I'll go conspiracy shit a little bit. A slow trickle effect, trying to get us used to the idea of this being so we actually can show you that aliens are real. Is it something that's connected to that at all?
That might be an interesting way to look at it. Sort of a ramp up rather than freaking people out instantly,
Yeah.
That could be something. But then also, when is really a good time to bring up something like this? Is there ever?
Never.
You just sort of have to rip off that Band-Aid.
Not in the 50s. Like, if that shit's real about like what happened with back then, where they actually had an alien Roswell and all that shit crashed, there's no way. I would say this right now. There's no way that society could handle it. I think they were probably right about that. Eisenhower, I think he knew. If it did happen back then, this is our weird conspiracy time. We can have that sometimes on Cruise Control. I don't think we'd ever do that. But I think nowadays it makes more sense. It's easier. People already expect to know that it's real.
Yeah.
We have cell phones. We have microwaves. We have fucking calculators everywhere.
Where did all that technology come from, Brian?
AI. Where'd it come from? I don't know. I've had a few cocktails already tonight.
Calculators.
Fucking calculators. The new iPad calculator app is fucking dope, by the way. You can like write it all out. It's fucking cool. I'm just saying.
Just run out.
Yeah, but it's interesting. Sabrina, what do you think? Do you see this as being a thing that's like a real thing? Maybe it's like we've gone so far with these court cases and shit like this that aliens might be a thing that's real. So we're trickling it out more. We're gonna show you that Dyson spheres are real. It's been, I think, since the 60s. I'm talking about since the 60s, but now we're saying there might be 7 stars. Does that blow your mind? This might be a real thing, or do you think this is people just like looking out in the distance and not even know what the hell they're looking at anymore?
Well, I mean, scientists are saying that there's 7
Yes.
stars.
Yep.
So that's, better than Irma down the street who's drinking a bottle of freaking Jerk with a
fuck
cigarette,
Irma.
Yeah, fuck Irma.
Irma, I don't believe. A scientist, possibly, sure. I mean, they discovered like just a couple years ago that there's like infinite numbers of black holes and like Pluto's not a planet. And, there's like all these things that like keep happening. They originally thought that the earth was flat. Like science is a very, very much evolving situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, sure. I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, when I hear Dyson, I think of my amazing vacuum that I paid $1,000 for. But like, I mean, other than that,
That's where I thought we were going.
Yeah, me too. I was like, wait, oh my God, they have a new Dyson. I shall be buying
what's
it
going on?
immediately. I'm saving my money for a Dyson.
There's 5,000 for it now, Serena.
Yeah.
No, it's the new one. Actually, it's a steam cleaner, and it also vacuums the floor, and you can kind of do them at the same time. It's amazing. It's like $1,100. I'm saving up for it. It's fucking epic.
A steam vac. Nice.
That SETI shit's fucking real. Sensei, I mean, this is me going crazy, but there's that SETI shit. When they launched the SETI, when they launched that, that's where everybody started having the Mandela effect too. The people are saying that all of a sudden when they launched that, people were having issues where it became like they started thinking about things were different. Maybe we tapped into some multiverse shit.
The Mandela effect is fucking weird.
It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. I always saw a cornucopia.
It's SETI, by the way, not CETI.
Yeah. Science. Yeah, but thank you for commenting out there though. But ever since I always saw a cornucopia on the fucking on the Fruit of the Loom. I remember that. I remember that shit like it was like yesterday.
Me too.
There's
And
no
the
cornucopia.
Berenstein Bears and the
No,
Bernstein Bears.
there's no cornucopia. There's no cornucopia.
Right?
Ever since CERN dropped that CERN
Even the owner said that he remembered a cornucopia.
How does everybody see this that's not there? It's fascinating.
I don't know. It's
fascinating.
so fucking weird.
because CERN went off, we had the whole thing, and they hit the collider off, and then all of a sudden, I think that, I mean, it's a weird thing, and this is me diving in. I've been drinking a little bit, but I do think that maybe we tapped into something. And I love the idea of it.
Go ahead.
I love the idea of it. I'm saying, I love the idea of it. And that's what the fucking weather is. Weather is about like us talking about weird shit, because that's what weird shit comes down to everything. And this is going to affect the whole world.
Segment.
Yeah, it's the weather. It's the weather. The weather changes like tomorrow. Like my underwear flying in the wind. It's gone here and it comes back tomorrow. That's the weather.
The same pair?
Is your underwear a frisbee? Like what?
Maybe.
What is,
That's a Mandela effect, though. You never know.
This is too TMI, Brian.
I remember one
Vanilla
day
effect is
I was-
actually alcohol.
It kind of is, too, you know. But there's also, but
Wait,
I know
hold
honestly,
on,
I was a
hold on.
kid.
In the chat, does anyone else remember a cornucopia with Fruit of the Loom, the underwear, Fruit of the Loom? Did you remember the logo?
Never was there. They say.
Having a
course not.
cornucopia.
Yeah.
What?
Never there. Apparently, that's what they say.
Why? Because they're
I mean,
no.
okay.
We're all
Out of
pretty
all of
young,
us, so
Sabrina.
out of all of
What?
us, I remember one. Sabrina does. Ron does. Gr, do you remember that?
No, of
Cornucopia?
course not.
Yeah. Are you
As I'm
being
the
truth or
oldest
not?
one on the crew, I think I might remember it before you.
But did you see one ever? Do you remember? You
remembers.
think there was one?
Duh.
You did.
I
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah. If you look at after Ron's looking it up right now, Ron's like, I gotta check this shit out.
Do you remember
Uh-huh.
the ads where like people? One was like there was a person that was a grape, and there was there was all the people. Like I literally remember every single one of those fruits in
Yeah.
the cornucopia. It was the only one. It was the grapes, the red grapes, and the green grapes,
I
and
like
like
playing with the fruits myself, but that's
What?
a different story.
Hey,
you say?
Gr, leave your fruits in the fucking past, man. It's
Jared's very
Friday.
thirsty. He's gonna
I-
insure his balls at the end of this show. Watch out, it's coming.
and insure those nuts.
But only 5 million, Sabrina.
State
Oh,
Farm's
well,
got
fair,
you. Or
fair.
I also heard that
You
AAA
beige.
once in a while will insure nuts. That's what it comes down to. They're here for you. AAA. They love triple D's.
If you pay,
I
they'll
don't know
insure.
what that means.
That's
but
all you
they'll
need to
insure.
know. If you build it, they will come. If you pay, they will insure.
But this is where I say, like, there's things out there we're like, no, don't talk about, don't understand. And the Dyson sphere is a weird thing. I mean, honestly, they've been talking about this since the 60s. But the idea of harnessing the energy from a star, it's the fucking brightest thing we have. It has the most power, the most energy. If you're somebody that's like doesn't have it, like the harness energy, oh my God, it could change. The power of the sun could take care of everything on the fucking earth. If we could harness that power, it'd be amazing. Now, I'm not gonna go Terrence Howard world where he's saying the star, our star, is the very first star ever. He remembers it since he was a fucking infant in the womb of his mother, and like how he
Okay,
found his way
let's
through
not
that.
push it.
That's what he said. You know, this shit. He said some crazy shit.
He's a crazy son of a bitch, Brian. We know
Yeah,
that.
well, that's the life, you know. Braces.
He also
The
remembers
braces thing too.
something
Queen, she had braces. She fucking had braces. It was a whole thing because he'd smiled his teeth, and then she smelled her teeth, and then she had braces, and that's why they fell in love. Again, Mandela effect. But there's things like this that are just beyond like reality, aliens, all that. Who knows what's real? Things have changed, you know.
It's crazy. The Mandela effect is real. You guys,
There you go.
if you're
Popeyes
not
remember it.
familiar with it, you should absolutely Google it. It's fascinating. Some of it is bullshit, and
racist.
some of it's really amazing. It's like super interesting. Some of it
Berenstein
you're like,
bears,
fuck you.
Berenstain bears.
Yeah, and you
know.
scroll by
I have
those, but
I
like
have a list of them here. It's fascinating.
it
more
really
time.
is fascinating.
What you got for us?
You what?
What you got for us? Give us some. What's
Britney
Ron, your hair looks
Spears.
spectacular today.
Thank you. I appreciate that. As I'm wearing Torbett's tie.
Oh,
beautiful.
I didn't realize you were in
Torbett's
the.
with us in
I
spirit.
didn't even realize you were this whole time. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again. She is
Yeah.
not wearing a little headset. No,
Yes, she is.
no.
Yeah,
she's
she
not.
is. What?
No, I'm looking at the picture right now.
Stop it.
Oh,
Fucking
okay,
CERN.
I'll stop.
Continue forward. Please
No.
go
Yes,
slow.
I mean,
I'm looking
stop
for-
it.
Oh,
To the aliens.
Looney Tunes.
All right, Looney
It
Tunes
almost
is a big
Oh,
one.
I
makes
know this
sense.
one.
Yes, the cartoon was spelled Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Tuns, not Toons. Our brain told us Toons,
Yeah.
but it's really Tunes. Bernstein Bears, you just brought that up, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big one. It's a big one.
The Lovable Cartoon Bear actually spelled their last name with an A. The Berenstain Bears. Oh my gosh, that's interesting.
That does not
George.
make sense, right?
Curious George never had a tail.
I call bullshit on that.
Are you freaking out? Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Oh, Sex in the City. While these four women were having sex in the city, the show was actually titled Sex and the City. I knew that.
Me too.
Yeah. Febreze. You might use this stuff every day, but to be honest, you thought it was Febreze, didn't you?
Yeah, the free was
Fabrice.
that gets me.
They're kind of reaching now.
Yeah,
think
there's
it's
a lot of them that are bullshit, but some are legit.
Yeah,
Febreze ones. Febreze ones. I see the Febreze one though. I do.
interesting. Oh, Skechers. What's that? Less sketchy than most. People have been befuddled to see there is no T in Skechers. Interesting. It is just
T.
Skechers. People see a T, Sket.
I remember a
People
T.
think there's a T.
What's the
I remember a
Yeah,
T.
mate.
Fruit Loops has been selling it for years. And you only noticed it now? Wow, interesting. I think I noticed that.
It's always been that.
I think
Yeah.
I think I've noticed that.
Fruit Loops
Hundo,
went
it's
out.
in cereal.
King Henry
Marketing.
VIII turkey leg. For some reason,
What?
people distinctly remember the portrait showing the King of England
Yep.
wielding a turkey leg. To be
I remember
clear,
that.
he was not.
He was.
To be
I don't know that
clear,
one.
he was not.
Well,
No, he
he
never
had
did.
gout and he had a turkey leg in his fucking hand. I saw it.
I remember that one.
That
Monopoly
was on
and the
the
monocle.
movies,
Are we
not
a yay or a nay
real.
on the Monopoly and a monocle?
On Monocle,
Yay!
yes.
Yay!
And nay. You see the sweats happening already here.
Yeah. No. He doesn't have one. He never has. Isn't that
Shenanigans.
fascinating?
It's very fascinating.
Here, I'll make
This
this
is
the last one because it's your show,
it's the
Brian.
weather.
It's not mine.
So no, Ron, you can take over anytime you want to,
Pick
man.
a good one,
I love
Ron.
you. Take it over.
Pikachu. Though many of us clearly
Pika.
remember black detailing on the Pokemon character's tail, but in reality, it was always just yellow.
No,
Maggie, too.
I don't even Pokemon, and I know it's
I don't
black.
pokey. I don't pokey enough to know.
But you know what? It's not, Sabrina. It's not.
Okay, pick a better one. I need a better ending because that's bullshit.
Okay. Oh, definitely. I totally agree with you. There's
GR's like, no.
Loom. We swear it used to have an extra. How do you pronounce Cheez-It? Like if you go pick up the box, how does it look to you?
It's
Cheez-It.
CHEEZE-IT.
So it's not, you don't do Cheez-Its, ITZ?
No.
No, cheese it.
Apparently people do. I've never seen that. I've just seen Cheez-It. That's a weak one.
Now we need a better one.
Okay. If you're still trying to tell us there's a second F in stuff, it's officially a lie.
Is that the double stuffed?
Yes.
There was two, I think, wasn't there?
No,
There
There's a way
isn't.
that you
One
spell the word stuff, and it's
There
true.
isn't a second F in stuff.
In reality, in English, there is.
Right.
Yeah.
Define
word
reality
stuff
for
has
me.
two F's, but
That-
not.
Okay,
See,
maybe
that's
this
more
one.
logical.
Maybe this one would be a good one to end it on. Mona Lisa.
Good.
There are a lot of theories about this one, but so many people have claimed that she
Generalized
used to
smile.
have a more obvious smile.
No,
No,
that's terrible,
Well-
Ron. Pick a better one.
I'm not pre-screening these, you know.
A more obvious smile, please. She's barely smiling. She looks
Right?
like a
I know,
Face
I know.
Brute if I've ever seen
There's-
one. Jesus
there's-
Christ.
There's a whole group of people that think that Mandela died, later than he actually did.
Yes. Yeah, that's why it's called the Mandela
That's
effect.
where the Mandela effect.
Okay.
That's the biggest one.
Here's a
Yeah.
good one. This is a good. You guys will love this because it's about Star Wars.
There's you still. I love this one. This is great. This is great. You're great, Ron. Give it to
okay.
us.
Oh, yes, I know this one.
You do? Even the biggest.
Luke, I am
even
your father.
Even the biggest Star Wars fans and Halloween costume sites get it wrong. The robot is not all gold. He has one silver piece on his right leg.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. They added that in the Clone Wars.
No,
Art-
hold on. There's a real big Mandela effect with Star Wars. He doesn't say, Luke, I am your father.
What does he say?
I don't remember, but it's not that.
It's Luke.
No, it's not
No,
Luke at all.
I am your father. There's no Luke. It's something.
There's no Luke. Is that what it is?
It's
Really?
I don't know,
Wow.
but I literally read it and I was like, stop it. Like even on
it's
Saturday Night
it's one
Live.
of the biggest one.
Like,
You all say,
remember
Luke,
when
I am your father.
That's
Tim,
interesting. I like that.
Chris Farley was in the fan. He was like, Luke, I am your father. It's never happened. That's not, I mean, it did for us, but then the Mandela effect happened. That was the biggest one for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Depends how much you've had
I'm
to
gonna-
drink, Sabrina.
What's
I'm
he
going to do a
say?
light Google. What?
I said it depends on how much you've had to drink, whether he said it
No,
or
dude,
not.
legit.
Oh, I
Mandela
know.
effect.
I've seen the movie 1,000 times, and he never said Luke.
Wait, everyone else
I
in
heard
the
Luke
world
so many times.
disagrees.
Well, GR, what's he say?
Brian,
What's he
you
say,
hear
GR?
You hear it
What's
up
he-
here, not
What's he
here.
say, GR? What's he say, GR?
I
By the
am
way, when I
your
watched
father.
Star Wars,
That's
I was
it.
12.
He says, "No, I am your father."
No, I am your father, not
Oh,
Luke.
excuse me. I left the no off, but yeah.
But I've always heard Luke, I am your father. And I remember seeing interviews about it too, and people
Everyone
being like, this
talks
is...
about it. That's a
Yeah,
big
it's a
one.
big-
Brian,
Well, Ron's
Everybody-
diving deep right now.
Wizard of Oz, Toto. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Never said Toto.
no,
What?
Nope.
no, he never did. She never did. Excuse
She
me.
never did.
All right,
Nope.
well, GR apparently is immune to the Mandela effect.
Well,
Well, I'm
welcome
old
to the
enough
weather,
have
everybody.
Been there for the original.
I like
welcome to the
Brian.
weather.
I like the weather.
It's fun.
Yeah,
this is the
it's
weather.
fun.
Uh-huh.
We really
But you know
trailed
what?
off, but it was fun.
We
Weather
talk
and
about
opposite.
more. One of the biggest things we talk about on Cruise Control is fucking, of course, comics. And the new trailer came out for the Penguin. So let's talk about the Penguin in Comic Corner. Let's go.
Comic Corner.
Welcome to Comic Corner, everybody. The time we talk about the comics, fucking Marvel, DC, all of that shit all together. Welcome to Comic Corner. So the new trailer came out for the Penguin, and hey, look, I mean, like, I can't wait to talk about this. I love Colin. Oh, I love him so much. Colin Farrell being the Penguin is so
my
different.
God, so good.
Easy. Don't relieve yourself.
I love
I just did. I'm sorry, Sabrina, I just did. And the new trailer came out, and this comes out in September. It's not that far away, really, when it comes down to it. And I'm so excited to see what they do with this. Again, him playing Oz Cobblepot. You know, they're not saying Oswald, they're saying Oz. They're having a good time with it. Of course, this takes place right after the Batman. If you watch that, you know right after we continue. And the trailer, I hear, continues exactly right where that left off. And everybody's going nuts about internet. And honestly, I get it because it's something different. The Batman 2 is still very much in limbo. Like, no one's talking about when that's going to come out, how it will come out. We have no idea exactly. They keep pushing it, pulling it, square rooting that sumbitch and find a way back to being like, when's it going to happen? But this is going to be great. 2022 blockbuster came out. Everybody loved it so much. James Gunn said it is happening still. Stop listening to the rumors. He is coming back. Colin Farrell did this, and we'll get a Batman 2 after all of that fact. September can't come soon enough for a lot of people. So here's the trailer. Let's talk about it for the Penguin.
I'll be calling the shots. Look at this. What that madman did.
Get it, Colin Farrell. This fucking guy is everywhere.
Carmine Falcone's dead. And I'm here now. I'll be calling the shots. The Falcones are still licking their wounds. They're distracted. The business will be ripe for the taking.
My father's been dead a week. You want to take what's mine?
I'm the daughter of the Falcone Don, but he's dead. The family thinks I'm broken.
They're gonna
I'm
fuck.
not broken.
You and me, kid. We gotta take whatever we decide is ours. Because no one's gonna give it to us. Not without a fight.
Penguin, you work for the family. You will do as you're told.
I refuse to let these old men push me aside again. So I'm gonna take from them now. And I'm gonna force them to their knees.
What is it you're really after, Oz?
We're gonna tear down the Empire from the inside out.
You know, Oz, people underestimate you, but not me. I've always known you were capable of more.
Of course, in Batman form,
Yeah.
This is coming. Colin Farrell. Oh my God, he's so great in this role. You can't even tell it's him. And people a long time are like, oh, does this seem like who is playing this part? It's Colin Farrell. What a great actor. I think this will lead to some Emmy nominations for him 100%. I think this role will. It looks fucking good, guys. It looks good. It looks good. I think it's raw, dirty, and different. Matt Reeves is involved with this. They don't tell too much, but they tell enough, I think. True. And I think it's the connecting tissue for the next Batman, which probably will not have for another year, 2 years, maybe because of all the delays between the strikes and everything else. I was going to say COVID, but strikes and everything else that push everything. Sabrina already said, so Sabrina, are you not sold on the Penguin 2? Do you think, or the Penguin as a series? And because you loved Colin Farrell as him. So is this not good though?
He was my favorite part of the Batman movie. The Batman movie was slow, boring, 974 shots to get to one fucking moment. Like I say it all the time. When Zoe Kravitz was walking into the bar with her boots and the drink, and Pattinson's fuck was sitting there.
Pattinson, if you will.
Thank you. Whatever, was sitting there with Colin Farrell, and they're having this conversation. Like the camera went from Pattinson to the Penguin to fucking Zoe, and then back to Pattinson, and then to her shoes, and then to her tray, and then to him, and then back to the bed. Penguin notices that he notices. Oh, they've met. They know each other. It's like, I don't need to be spoon-fed a fucking goddamn storyline. Like, I'm an intelligent human being. I can watch a movie and figure it out. I don't need a 5-minute fucking scene in a 3-hour movie to describe the fact that these two have met before. We're aware we're watching the fucking movie. Rein it in, bud. Like, that movie was so long for no reason. The most joy I had watching that movie, to be fair, was when Colin Farrell was on screen. The fucking car chase, amazing. Like, it was so good. That was the highlight of the movie for me. I think that Colin Farrell, I used to not like him, and he's really recently ramped it up. What was that movie with he had the 3 lackeys and Matthew McConaughey? The Gentleman? Was it called
Gentleman? Yeah, that's it. Gentleman. Yep, Gentleman.
Oh,
that's
dude,
it.
He won my heart after I was like, that's it. I'm on the Colin Farrell train. Honestly, the movie was excruciating for me, the Batman. Everyone was whisper acting. Everyone was angry. It was brooding Batman. It was brooding Gordon. It was like, just, everyone was like, it wasn't fun at all in any way. And I'm not saying it should be fun, but it should be fucking enjoyable. Like, it was brutal. However, Colin Farrell, for me, was the only shining light of that film. So I was like, I will watch this because he was so good. That trailer makes me want to fucking throw my fucking streaming service to the wind. Like, fuck you. What does that even mean? That was ridiculous.
They showed the whole like continuation. They didn't show it before. Before they showed like one scene of him just like talking about how he would take the town over. This showed a little bit about what the Penguins would be about. They definitely played off. They definitely played off the themes of the Batman quite a bit. I would say the graphics, the titles, all that shit, and then they made it feel like we're in that same world. I like his performance so much. I'm enthralled by it, Sabrina. I get what you're saying.
Annoying world where everyone's fucking sullen and sad, and Batman is. I get it. Bruce Wayne. It's like Bruce Wayne and Batman are not the same person.
And Pattinson is in this show. Some people are wondering. Robert Pattinson is in the show. Not much. He's in it, but not much. I think it's gonna be one of the. I think it's gonna be like if you guys watch Gen V and all. They had Homelander appear at the end. I think it's going to be like that. Apparently, he shot like a handful of scenes for the show. He'll probably be at the end mostly, maybe a pop-in at the beginning, I would think. Was he banging
anyone on top of the Batmobile is my most important question.
Probably not at that point. There was no Catwoman that I know of that was in this one.
She's not there. Okay, good.
Yeah, there's just him. He was fucking Catwoman in the movie. That's the whole thing we talked about. I mean,
on the top of the Batmobile whilst pancakes.
Matt Reeves was pissed. But I get that. And this it looks great though for Max. It's a gritty show. It's different. They haven't done something like this, like an in-between connecting tissue like this. They haven't done this. And this is a big trial for them, Sabrina. So I know you're mad about it, but I think it could be if they do it right, it could be something great for the DCU because
not looking like they're doing it right. It's like they're trying to do the Marvel thing. Like they're trying to and Marvel, by the way,
this is not Marvel. Marvel be like,
No, but they
heroes dropping.
oversaturated the market. Hold on. They oversaturated the market with all this TV bullshit that they were doing in between their movies. And now DC is kind of trying to jump on
That's
the
what you're saying.
bandwagon. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's they're trying to like work into that Marvel thing that actually turned out to be a fucking failure. So I don't
it didn't work.
know how
Tried.
smart this is, especially with the reset of the universe. Like they've reset everything. Like this Batman's not going to exist in 5 minutes. Like why the fuck are you even doing this?
That's all bullshit too, Spring. Like the fact that he's not going to be our Batman moving forward, but he's like an Elseworlds Batman. Like just make him the Batman and then connect him with everything. But he's not going to be that Batman, which just sucks.
Max, bud.
Yeah, it's on Max. It's on Max. Ron, I see you shaking a little bit, but Ron, this looks good. It's a character study. It's like the Joker a lot of ways, right? It really is. And
it is.
But you see this. Did you watch the Batman and did you think that James Gunn's making a mistake by not making this the universe to connect to his new DCU?
Well, first I have to say this. I'm going to have to exit after this comment because I have to pick up Torbett. But this trailer was really long and really dark. And I'm not talking dark in the sense of, ooh, brooding dark. It was just a dark trailer. I had a hard time seeing it. Maybe because I have this light flashing in my eyes. But Colin Farrell cannot do any wrong in my book. So I am excited by that. I would watch a test pattern if he was narrating it, you know? It's very interesting. It definitely left me wanting more, even though I couldn't see it, but I could hear it.
Did it?
You couldn't see it. You couldn't see it at all.
Did it?
It totally did, Sabrina. It left me wanting more.
I'm so surprised.
Yeah, it really did. So yeah, that's my take.
Okay.
Well, I really can't wait to see it, Ron. I think you're right. I think it made me excited a little bit. Like this character study.
Say hello to Torbett. Don't forget.
Oh, I will definitely.
Yeah. I think it's exciting. Thirsty Daddy, how you feeling? Is this something that is tickling your innards? You're excited about it, or do you think that this is not good? I can't hear you, Thirsty Daddy.
Mute.
JR, we can't hear you.
Unmute, buddy.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
JR had a fart, so he muted himself.
Duh. You hit the mute button and it stays that way.
It's the finish
the thought. Colin Farrell is an incredible star.
Yep.
But I hate the movie. I hate the premise. I don't like to see an anti-hero made a star. The Penguin, if you're familiar with the comics and have read them for decades like I did, the Penguin is a dirtbag. And I don't want to see him as a hero. As far as I'm concerned, I won't watch this shit. I couldn't care less. As good as Cullen is, I don't want to see it.
Oh, fuck. That's shot fire, GR. You don't give a fuck about this, huh?
He's an anti-hero. He's not a hero.
No, but I don't think they're making him to be a hero. I think they're just exploring his character like they've done.
I don't give a shit. He's a dirtbag. A dirtbag does not deserve to be explored. A dirtbag is a dirtbag is a dirtbag.
My guess is they're exploring him because he was the best part of the fucking 3-hour-long Batman fucking
Sabrina,
snooze fest that we all had to watch.
I agree with you. It was a piece of shit movie.
Thank you. You hate to admit that you agree with me? Are we at that point of our relationship? Are we divorced? What's going on here?
We are divorced, bitch. But
we're actually married because that's what happens. We're actually married. That's what's going on.
Oh God, am I that bad? Ah, sorry.
I hate to agree with you. Fuck you, GR. How about that?
Not with Pepe's dick. I've told you that before.
I will tell you this. I thought I was very excited about this. I think that Colin Farrell's a fucking talent. You know, I think he's a fucking talent.
He is. He's amazing.
And I think what he brings to a character like Oswald Cobblepot, who's been like very shunned and forgotten about and fucked up with, I think he's gonna bring something new. And I think that whatever he's doing with this, I'm gonna watch. And I get it, GR. Like he's a fucking villain. You know, a lot of people want to watch a villain. but I think he's gonna bring something great, and I really hope that he can change people's perception. I know, like, you don't want to see it.
Cool off, Brian.
I probably should. You see how sweaty I am? I'm very sweaty. It's creeping. It's creeping down my arms. It's an Easter egg. It's an Easter egg, as always. When you watch me on Fridays, it creeps down. Like, it's fucking wet.
Oh my God.
But,
Jesus,
yeah,
fuck, dude.
It's an Easter egg.
Take that off.
No, I'm not taking my clothes off on Friday anymore. I did that one time.
You've done it many times.
One time was enough.
Almost twice. Almost twice.
It's like when you go for a run with the 80s suit. That's what I do on Fridays. I'm like working it out. But I get a GR, but I think that overall, I think he's gonna kill it. I really hope this will be a masterpiece on its own.
It's gonna be good. He'll kill it.
Ooh.
Cheers to Colin Farrell.
I think a masterpiece on its own. Good for you, Colin Farrell. Get it.
We'll see.
I'm sorry we lost Ron. That kind of messed me up a little bit here. I didn't realize we're losing Ron.
I mean, we're only 30 minutes over.
His boy. I mean, that's more important than us as much as we are.
That's true.
I know. I love Torbett. Torbett's a fucking gentleman and a scholar.
He'll be on next week making us look bad.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
I'll say this.
Legit.
He actually has a name. Yeah, Oswald Cobblepot. And I think that overall, this looks good to me. Can't wait to see it September. It's going to be great. And you know what? We probably won't get that Batman
can't come soon enough.
Batman won't come for a long time. I don't think it will. But there's more happening, everybody. I can't wait to see what happens to Batman, the Penguin, moving forward. But also, I wish Ron was here. It's okay. It's okay. Right, because Star Wars is going through the ringer, everybody. It's going through the ringer. And there's some drama happening left, right, square root that sumbitch coming back around. So, for our story tonight, ending the show, can we talk about Star Wars in our featured story of the night? Pace yourself, thirsty daddy. Pace your...
We'll lose GR in a minute,
always
too.
Pace, brother.
We might lose GR next. So,
I want to talk more ice for the drink.
I can hear. Yeah, get that fucking ice, man.
Mute GR for fuck's sake.
Everybody out there, if you're watching this show, and you drink with us, please drink right now. Just drink right now. So Star Wars, I'm gonna take one sip. Are they really making episode 10? They are, Queen. Episode 10 is coming. That's the whole thing with Rey. Rey is like training the new Jedi Order. That's what's happening. But there's something else though I'm going to talk about right now about Star Wars. So Acolyte came up. And I've been watching. I watched all 3 episodes and 4 episodes, I should say. And I'll tell you this. 4 now. I'll tell you this. Like, I get it what they're trying to do. And there's a lot of backlash on this show. Acolyte. People are like, Star Wars is fucking doomed. It's done. It's never coming back. And we said on Wednesday, I've been saying for a long time, let's do an R-rated Star Wars movie. Let's figure that out. And now Filoni came forward to say, he goes, hey guys, yeah, maybe we're going to do that. He said, that would be interesting. Sure. I mean, I don't want to say we're going to do it, but it may be interesting. He said overall, but he said, the bottom line is whatever we do, it has to be really well done. And you fucking saying that, Filoni, but like what you've been doing is not really well done. You're fucking pissing the fans off. You're pissing off the Star Wars community. And I get it. You're trying to do something different, which I'm not going to lie to you. I like the Acolyte. That might be controversial, might be crazy, but the main actress, Amanda Stenberg, came forward and she says that the fans are causing intolerable racism on top of this because they're getting mad at her because of what's happening with the franchise. And then me personally, I'm like, I can't be mad about it. Whatever's going to happen, they're trying to do something different than Acolyte. You can't yell back at the fans. She made this whole video and song where she yelled at the fans called Disclosure. And I watched it and she said, Happy Juneteenth, here we are and all this shit. And I'm like, I get it. I totally get it. It's tough. I mean, I've had a few drinks, but I fucking totally get it. A lot of these people that are Star Wars fans, it's not about who you are, really isn't. It's not. I know you think that sometimes because it's easy as an actor to think that. It's so easy. And it's not. They just have an idea for what the lore is based off the books, what they've said in the movies, how it's supposed to be. And you as an actor are just going there and do a role. And you're very excited about it. And she said that they wrote the Acolyte for her to be something different. Which, honestly, I love difference. If Sean was here, he'd be like, let's find out about their fucking taxes in their life. And I get that. It's great. Let's do something different. But the problem is, sometimes actors get mad about things because you get mad because you heard so much shit about yourself. So you have to fire back. She made this video, this song and all that shit. And I think it's too much. I hate to say that, but I think it's too much. I think you're attacking the fandom too much. You gotta brush it off. You gotta brush it off, girl. You gotta brush it off. Disney goes, huh? We'll brush it off tomorrow. We'll be fine. And we make more. And unfortunately, it's gonna hurt her career, I think. And what she says is not wrong. Some of the shit she says is not wrong, but some of it's too strong for what Star Wars is. We're again thinking about entertainment, value, life, what it means to be doing something like this. We're trying to have fun. We're kids at heart, watching space pirates fight against each other. And I think what they did with the Acolyte was a lot of fun a lot of times. I get going into like
pirates, Popeye. Just saying.
Pirates, fucking pirates. But they did change the dynamic a lot of ways by doing this, Sabrina. I don't know if you watched the Acolyte yet, but I've been watching it, and it's like it's changed the dynamic. They made all of a sudden the Force is different. It's a thread for these witches, and the witches also had like an immaculate conception for 2 other girls. They were like, well, the one person that was immaculate conception by the Force was Anakin, so that's weird. People get mad about that shit. But the thing is about what it comes down to is when you try to fight the fandom, you lose. I hate to say that. I'm not saying like you lose wrongfully. I'm saying Disney, Star Wars, fans, it fucks everything up. And I've been watching this show, and I think that we should just like focus on something different. Let's make the Darth Vader movie at this point, you know? Let's do something different that's cool, that'll bring the fandom back in. Let's not do stuff like trying to push the barriers with Star Wars. Let's find a way to bring the fans back in with the new generation. But they didn't do it with Acolyte. So think about controversy, GR. Have you watched Acolyte, GR?
Yeah, a little bit.
We talked about it a little bit the other day.
I think Star Wars was a fantasy movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
always has been.
People that accept fantasy. Sorry, I've had a few drinks too.
Late night cruise control, everybody.
They want everything to be perfect in their mind, whether they're straight, gay, bisexual, whatever. It doesn't matter. They want everything perfect. So, because the woman had a immaculate conception, she can't be straight. It's something else. You know, that's bullshit. Yeah, I like that. Get down, Darth. But
get down, Darth.
I mean, immaculate conception doesn't have to do with straight or gay. It's like
no, but
Mother Mary and Catholicism.
What I was saying, Sabrina, is in some people's mind, it does, because this all isn't real. It's all a dream in their mind, and to my mind, I don't give a shit who you sleep with. I really don't. I mean,
but immaculate conception literally means that you did not have sex. So you're not sleeping with anyone.
Sorry,
technically.
I don't care what they say. Everybody has sex.
Right, but the definition of immaculate conception is that there was no sex involved and you're pregnant. It's the only.
I'm sorry, I don't buy this whole immaculate conception bullshit.
Sure, but like, do you buy the Bible? I mean, probably not. Like, nor do I.
The Bible
I'm
is
just
one of
saying,
the greatest fictional stories ever written.
Sure, but I'm saying, is that not the only other time you've heard of an immaculate conception? Like, that's the only.
Immaculate conception never happened.
Correct. I'm just saying the only time that it was, put down on paper and believed to be fact was Mother Mary, who had been a virgin and was all of a sudden pregnant with baby Jesus.
Did you buy that?
I'm not saying you have to buy it. You don't have to buy it. I'm just saying that is what it means. It has nothing to do with gay or straight. It doesn't matter. There's no sexual intercourse to occur.
But can an R-rated movie make that better, like Star Wars? Because Filoni is almost an R-rated movie to change it, make it different.
The story, Brian, it'd make it more real.
But is that what we need? You know, we need that though. Like, I mean,
it'd make it more acceptable to a lot of people.
It's always biblical, Star Wars. It's always biblical. But I say this, like, so they're going back and forth about it, and people are really mad about it. Act like people are really mad about it. And I just said this.
I apologize to the viewers if I offended you, but there you go.
Well, Filoni came forward, be like, we do a rated R, but it has to be right. But they're fucking everything up as it is. The ancient Greeks had myths about Immaculate. Yeah, people are mad about it. I saw videos online, people being like Anakin, or they use Hayden Christensen bitching about, like, I thought I was the only one, you know? And I mean, it also changed a lot of the lore with this show too, and so the fans are mad. But here's what I say. We should be trying to breach outside of what we had Star Wars before we should. But we should also use the how the Force works. The Force works a certain way. Let's just keep to that. And they've changed it a lot too. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is.
Live long and prosper.
But Filoni came forward and said, maybe we'll do an R-rated movie. And this really spun the conversation for me, because I was excited about an R-rated Star Wars movie. We talked about that with Sean and Mike on Wednesday. That sounds great. And now Filoni said it, like, let's do it. I might do it. Sabrina, would an R-rated Star Wars movie maybe, like, take these fandom that are going nuts about, like, all the, they try to say, like, Disney's woke and all this shit. Will that suppress that, or will that do nothing for the actual lore of Star Wars moving forward?
I don't think an R-rated situation is going to make anything better, right? Like, they have this whole policy and things that they've been doing, and you can't show blood and all the things, and people are still, you know.
Well, Deadpool is doing that now.
Correct. And it's great. However, like, Star Wars has had this mold for a long time. The problem is, Star Wars is doing what Marvel did. They're saturating this TV market because they had a hit with Mandalorian, and now they're running wild. And that's the fucking problem. The problem is you get thirsty, right? Just daddy can tell us. Thirsty daddy knows. You basically have a hit, and then they're like, oh, you know what? Let's make this series. Let's make that series. Let's do this. Let's do this. But and then all of a sudden, no one gives a fuck because it's all fucking crap. Like, you have to, like, so, okay, great. Mandalorian was great. Now, we don't need 94 spinoffs of Mandalorian. We don't need the Book of Boba Fett. We don't need fucking Ahsoka. We don't need fucking Acolytes. Like, just stop. Make a fucking movie if you want to continue the saga. So I feel like people are just, it's oversaturation of the market, which is kind of the same thing that is happening with Marvel. And it's weird that DC is kind of trying to embark upon the same model after its fails. Maybe they're like, well, we can do it better. I don't know, because Peacemaker was a success. I don't know. I just feel like this is the million TV shows is a mistake. It's just a mistake. It's too much. You know, Mandalorian was great. You should have stuck with that. It's just oversaturation. And even, yes.
You think this is, I'm sorry, guys, I'm intoxicated. Okay. Isn't this a case of Hollywood in general being afraid to do the original?
The reboot, Gian?
This I honestly think.
What I mean, Brian, is, as Sabrina said, we're soaking the market.
Yep.
The universe, everybody's done it. But why are they doing, let's do that because that sounds good. It's safe. Why not do something original? Because it's scary.
Literally anyone who has ever watched this show knows that is my number one argument against everything. And they feel like they've gotten wildly successful. Like Mandalorian was a huge success. So now they're banking on that and making all of these fucking series. Also,
sounds familiar.
Marvel. Yeah, absolutely. And it's just, again, 100% playing the safe card. 100% GR, 100%. And they'd rather go with this, which might make minimal money instead of a shit ton of money, because it's guaranteed. You know what I mean? It's like, it's money in the bank. Even if it doesn't do that great, it's still going to make them money. And that's really, really fucking unfortunate.
And what it's doing is losing them viewers and money.
And fans.
Same thing.
I'm not like I've been a viewer, not a fan, but Mandalorian really, like, I would walk by and see little baby Yoda and I was like, oh my God, he's so cute. And then eventually I fell in love with baby Yoda and I watched the entire thing. And I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's so great. I love Pedro Pascal. Then he stopped even acting anymore. Someone else is in the suit. Like, it just always gets too big for its britches. And you have to, like, at a certain time, like, do service for your viewers as opposed to, doing service for yourself. But they'd rather do this and make a little bit of money than do something new and risk losing money. That's what corporations are, and that's super fucked up. And it doesn't
a lot of money because they came up with something good.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, my biggest comparison for this is Everything Everywhere All at Once. That movie was fucking insane. It was like a multiverse situation like no one had ever seen before, like in that respect. It was also very culturally aware, like the threat of the culture of the daughter was insane. Like the things weren't accepted, which made it the stakes higher. Like it was a fucking amazing movie, but no one would take a bullshit like this and get a slight return. A24, who is now actually unfortunately kind of turning a little bit more studio. Like they're following the norms more. They're not letting things happen the same way. Oh, okay. I don't really know what that means.
It's like what Brian and I were talking about before the show. Full Metal Jacket was a great movie.
Yeah.
For the first half
One
hour.
of my favorite.
Because it talked about boot camp. The rest of the movie was total bullshit as a Vietnam vet. You want to see a good movie about Vietnam? Watch Platoon. Or We Are Soldiers. I love
Platoon. I don't think that the point was to portray exactly what happened. I think that it was more of getting a social point across.
Full Metal Jacket was a piece of crap.
This is dumb.
I'm sorry. The boot camp section was accurate. The rest of it was pure BS. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, guys. You hit that hits a raw spot with me.
Damn,
No, I totally understand. No one was there but you, so I don't have a right to tell you how it was. I'm just saying I don't think that the movie was to portray what happened. It was more to portray the duality of man.
I'm sorry, I don't agree with you on that because I've seen them all, and they wasn't even close. I lived through that era before you were.
Before I was existing?
Well, you weren't in three-cornered pants, but you were close. Brian, you're muted. I can't hear you a word you said.
I will say the thing about Star Wars is this. The Star Wars thing is like, I just think like, I've been asking for it. I think if you're going to try to change it, make it different, maybe go R-rated, figure a way to make it work so it's different. I guess, they're trying to latch in Disney again. We'll always hold on to
it's Texas.
What it's meant to be. Brian. No, but Disney holds on to what they think that's meant to be for family, kids, all the friends in the family, everybody else that comes in a neighborhood that walks down your street that you love and you say, hey, neighbor, what's going on? That's Disney. And so they don't want to go that route, but they did for Deadpool. When Deadpool makes, it's projected to make $200 million opening weekend. That's huge opening weekend.
Everyone wants to see that fucking movie. I can't wait.
When that happens, hopefully they have an idea. They're like, well, let our other shows go down that same route. We'll make that same money, and Disney, the House of Mouse, will fly.
R, dude. I don't think it's because it's rated R. I think it's because Ryan Reynolds is fucking.
It's a matchup.
They're bringing Hugh Jackman back. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of cameos, a lot of buzz. It's a totally different situation, in my opinion.
I know. I just think that it is their first rated R thing, so it's like for them, like as a business, they're like looking at it differently. You know what I mean?
Right, but
I think it'll
Deadpool
help
was
if
rated
they do
R,
it.
and it was Sony.
Yeah.
It was still
It's
rated R.
yeah, it was. It
So
was.
you can't change it at that point. No one's gonna fucking give a shit.
But people are excited, I think, because they know they're gonna do the same kind of world. You know, they're not gonna hold back.
Right. But that world didn't start with Disney. Like they're just
No, it did
keeping up
not.
with the fucking molds, you know.
They keep
which
with
they
that
have to
shit,
do.
making it happen, moving it forward.
I don't think that that's what's making it so big. I think the fact that Hugh Jackman's coming back is huge. I think Ryan Reynolds is a really good marketer and he's really good at what he fucking does. And he is fucking. He started buzz about this
I know
like
you
2
love him.
years
It's cool.
ago. I do love him. I'm obsessed with him. He's amazing. He's my favorite person on the planet.
Down, girl.
As a celebrity goes.
Down,
However,
girl, cheers.
he okay, thirsty daddy. How about you relax? He literally
What up, Brian? Mike,
publicizing
Sabrina?
this. Oh, weird, Peppy. Peppy's drunk, clearly.
Pump it up
He
on Hump
started
Day.
publicizing this before there was even like
Peppy,
a
calm
nugget
down.
of anything. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, it's not coming out until 2024. And that was 2 years ago. So he has been working this train up for years and building up all of these things. It's marketing, dude. He built up all of these things. Oh, this person might be in it. That person might be in it. People are posting cryptic social media posts.
Going fucking
Like,
nuts about it.
It was fucking smart. The way that they went about it was fucking smart.
Yeah.
Guys, I think I drank a little bit too much.
Me.
I think Pepe's right on that one.
Yeah, Peppy drank
I
too
feel like
much.
everyone has. I think we need to wrap this shit up because we're
I
gonna
know.
get fucking in a fight.
It's Friday.
I'm just
Thank
kidding,
you
we're not
all.
getting in a fight.
I will say this overall. I think that what's been happening with the Acolyte, and again, this is one of those things I really
Oh, I
wanted
forgot
to.
that that's what we were talking about. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. The Acolyte, what's been happening is like the fandom's going nuts, and I feel like I get it, but I'm also let's just try to be open minded about where Star Wars goes from here. Let's just try. I get it, and there's some fucked up shit. I will say, episode 4. How the hell do you go back to Coruscant and appear at the same location at the same time once Medan go to Coruscant? That's a weird thing for me. Like they traveled right from that one planet to Coruscant, or right from that one planet they were at before, and they went there. When Coruscant came back, that fucking shit's ridiculous. The time frame is fucking bullshit. This new villain, again, we don't have Siths like that back then. But again, there's people not respecting the lore. That's fine. It sucks. But that's what we have right now. So respect the lore, Disney. Find the people that understand it so continuity will stop you from getting all this hate, because continuity will kill you. And I hope that's moving forward. The rest of the season is good, but I know people fucking hate it. So we'll talk about more. We'll talk about more because I'm interested to see how this fucking show ends. Last episode, we had the Sith Lord attack. Everybody else flew back like it was nothing. I'm like, you said there's no Sith around at this point, but this guy's fucking the strongest ever. He's like stronger than Darth Vader. Okay. Good to know. Happy fucking Friday.
Good to know.
And Star Wars will never stop. But thank you all for being on Kruse Control. I'm sorry I'm drunk, and I'm sorry I'm trying my best to navigate. I didn't know I was losing Ron. I love Ron so much. I know, but I'm really drunk tonight. I'm also sweaty. Look how sweaty I am. I'm fucking so sweaty.
We've already seen. Don't point it out.
Say goodnight.
One more time.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Kruse Control.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't, please hit the like button. Also subscribe
let
if
me-
you haven't. And here comes Brian.
Let me go into it. Mr. Thirsty Daddy. Thank you so much for being here, Kruse Control. Appreciate it so much, GR. Hope you had a great night tonight. Happy Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. You conquer everything you want to do this weekend. You accomplish every goal, and you find yourself a better human being after that. Thank you for being on Kruse Control. Appreciate you so much. Hope you had a great time. And
My pleasure. You
tell
know that.
tell everybody how
Always
you
here.
felt. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. You're great, man. Appreciate you. Mr. Ron Todd Woodward, I'm sorry I lost you. Love you, man. You're so great. Appreciate you. Brady, check out @3Gs. And Mr. Bree Vittori, thank you again for being back on Kruse Control. Appreciate you so much. Been a great time. And also, we'll hopefully see you again soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me. Apologize it's been so long. I already gave my spiel, so please, you guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Love you all. Thank you. This show would not be what it was without you, Queen. Great to see you again. I've missed you terribly also. All the new people, Papa the Sailor Man, Japanese Spider-Man. Love that you're here. Oh my God, I almost dropped my baby. I hope you guys have an amazing night, and thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you all. Happy fucking Friday. Hope you had a great time watching the show. And again, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So you got to keep spreading that word. Appreciate you, Queen. Queen, we love you so much. Thank you. It's been a long fucking time, Queen. Been a long time. This is episode 210. 210. Woo! Put that in perspective for a second. That's a lot of episodes. It's insane. I've had a few drinks. It's fine. Yeah. I sweat.
Weeks, right?
Yeah. How many weeks, GR?
70.
That's fun fact.
No.
Fun fact.
Oh yeah, 52 weeks in a year. You're right. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, 70 times 3 is 210, Sabrina.
My bad.
I used to be a math master back in the day. Now I don't like to think about it. I barely can edit, and I edit all these videos. You know, so I hope you like the new. I hope you like the new cuts we brought together tonight. Popeye, thank you for being here. I'm trying to advance the show into like a segment for each conversation. I think that's fun. I think it adds more dynamic. I hope that works tonight. We'll see. Let me know. Comment. Let me know what you think about that. The Comic Corner. Wait till Sean sees that shit, because the Comic Corner, there's some stock footage in that shit. I kind of want to play it again for like 1 second, because it looks like fucking Sean. It looks like Sean, but it's not Sean. But I'm gonna say it's Sean. I'm gonna say Sean took his camera out last weekend and shot that shit in like a Green Lantern shit. I'll accept that shit. But anyways, spread that word, everybody. Love you so much. You gotta tell everybody you know, because if we don't do that with everybody together, tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great grandparents that came down from every universe in the multiverse that land smack down in your backyard, and they fucked your postal workers. And that happened. And it doesn't matter if you don't fucking want to accept it. It happened. It fucking happened. And by fucking accepting that, and they fucked it, they subscribed to Kruse Control. And then they fucking found some chinchillas back there, and squirrels and beavers and bears. They were all having a fucking orgy in your backyard, and that's fine because they subscribed too. They found some fucking chinchillas that bounced away into your neighbor's backyard, and those neighbors were having like fucking kangaroos and beavers and bears and badgers and fucking mountain lions. Oh my god, with the fucking mountain lions, they fucked all them too, and they subscribed. You can subscribe too. They found all the fucking wild creatures that came out from every fucking place in your backyard and your neighborhoods, every fucking world. I don't want to fucking stop anymore. They all fucking stop. You can subscribe too, and that's what happens. And fucking Kruse Control. I'm fucking drunk.
Sorry.
What happens at the end of the day? The chickens pack at your penis. Anyways, have a great night. Talk to you soon.
Interesting.
Take care of yourself. And honestly, it's the weekend. So have a fun time. Actually have a good time. Enjoy what you're doing, because life goes by too fast. And until Monday, everybody. GR's already ready. He's fucking ready. He's fucking pumped. He's ready. He's fucking saluting Sabrina's too. Peppy's fucking frozen because he's a little bitch. I love him so much. Ready.
Say goodnight.
Until Monday. See ya.